Cole got to be miserable, man. He loses Le'Veon 1 year. Then next year he loses AB. Now he's about to lose Roethlisberger. God damn.
Oh, man. That's what he gets. So we told him it was coming.
Go Penguins.
No, fuck the Penguins, dude. Go Rangers. Oh,
they told me go Caps.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
She was on, Joe.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
What is he on? I thought he got a ban from everything.
Yeah, he's on YouTube.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple of years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl.
I will wait
so we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley.
I mean, you pretty much got to read the person that's out there.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like I see it, and I'm like, all right, I'm passing it.
Spotted at the
but
49.
it hands it off.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Don't hold X.
An early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the
league. Do I hold the button?
I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go tonight, white 20. I'm scared.
They'll try the air now with Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's Gone. He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
What the fuck is he doing in there?
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike, 47. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
3rd and 2. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Lift.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They find some open field here. He works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
No way.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
2 yards on the pickup.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Running with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and
So,
establish
watching
things.
his
But the
game,
defensive
I need
guys,
help, man.
hey, they just won the
Saints
battle
is
there.
fucking
Wasn't a big
running
run
the
given
Saints
up.
guys
They don't
running
always
all
have to
over me.
absorb the body blows. Sometimes they
he's
dish
running.
them out
He should be good.
themselves.
With
The
Kamara.
Rams
That's
calling
the
on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Chris has got different settings.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Fuck!
Michael Thomas. His
That's
second
one D I can
touchdown
give you is,
on the season.
before-
As his guys are
he's
first
covered
onto the
before.
scoreboard here this afternoon.
Dragging linebackers. Press.
Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Shit, if that was me, Sherman would have picked that shit off. Fuck me.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to?
Don't
Or maybe you have to
alert
be stern
the
with him. But whatever is going to take to
So,
get the message, it
press
has
and
to be
hold
done. He's
circle,
putting the
right?
game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, the RPO?
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Cut.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. 180. Check, 47. You don't see me in your gut.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. Wow. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, you said it.
From the 50, it's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. So he got free on one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I just don't understand.
They'll get 4 there on the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In front of the guy.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. And incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
This sucks without Cooper
working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3rd down inside guy.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26.
Yo, his line is getting mad pressure. I didn't even think the Saints had the
defense because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
You think to be a playoff team like they are and shit, you know.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Now this will leave him a yard short.
How do I activate
nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time,
gambler
won't you?
or something? First.
Nah, Gurley can't be gambler. Only quarterbacks can be gambler.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
He might have jukebox or what's the name of the joint? Evasive. That's the one with the quick jukes.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is some...
Here, I can look real fast. He just paused it. It is first one free. high fake out rate on next juke spinner hurdle, arm bar, and outside zone guru.
Yeah, that just means when you make the juke, like in the crowd, you'll be the first one out. It's not evasive is the best one.
Oh, well, fuck, I don't have that. Fuck you. I got no Brockers. I got no Brockers and no Cooper Cup too.
Sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Goff turns against a Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Shane.
Zerline connects on the extra point.
Yeah,
and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
I make decent passes, but I can't catch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Oh, I do that a lot.
This will be taken to the back of the end
My
zone.
biggest thing is I hit the wrong button a lot of times.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So what do I want to put my cornerbacks on matchups on? Overall speed?
I would probably do speed.
Oh, you want it?
It depends on what he's beating you by.
Did you want it, Kay?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he
if you wanted it, you could have it on straight juice.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it up, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your
Did she tell you if she's driving or not yet?
Say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
You know she broke her arm?
Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
She said she was.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That's 7-0 lead.
Why are you refereeing his
game? They've given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Ted Ginn's gonna go. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
What catch did you try to do there?
Ted Ginn, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely
Why
is it a straight
none of my
line 75 yards
defenders
too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2.
So I called that Palms Bay and he hit me for an 80-yard bomb.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
You know that Palms? It's man end zone.
Oh, I never play that joint. You talking about the 3-3-5?
Oh. It's got two guys in man and the rest are in
The
zone.
Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
Thanks, bro.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. Analytics will tell you, try and score
Look for
when given
sexy
the opportunity.
trashy.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Val, you won. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Back to throw. Gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot,
Told you,
help force
your meta is the
He
run.
had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a
The suit
tough catch,
angles are
though.
bad.
Falls incomplete. They head to the line
got
facing a
ghost
3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the
Ghost
ground.
blockers.
And they will bottle him up
Everything
behind the
looks like a
line. And
Buffalo
now
Wild
will
Wings.
they use a timeout? The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn.
Shit, they not happy either.
And
I
this
know,
is
but
away. It's a high
they
kick,
bitch
and
and moan
he
about
got all of
everything.
it.
Then they think they know how to fix it, so they
That's
try.
an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
At the 8-yard line.
95-56.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports
Sean,
halftime report.
I think you're
Here's
missing the whole
Jonathan
point.
Coachman.
They're playing good football. Gaddy was 0-2,
Ready
and
to
he
get
might
the
have won
party
this
started
week, I
for the
think.
second half. It
I
was
hope
an
he won
even
to
first
lose
half,
this
all
one.
tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Cardinals lost. They
And he'll
got
take it
smashed.
back to about the
Yeah, you did,
19-yard line.
but
At their own 19-yard line.
once you get some XP on that team, they might be good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Yeah, I've learned that I do that too much.
Again, it's
I
Kamara.
try to do too many
And
deep
they'll take him
passes.
down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I ain't gonna lie, I need to learn that. I
This is
need to
where every
learn that.
back in the league
And I
is
know
supposed
that's
to do
one of my
exactly what we
faults.
just saw there. Pick up the first down.
I
Line
definitely.
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Some of the teams I could do it with, like
Toss
some
play,
I can't.
Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the
Fantasy, I gotta
24.
remember this ain't
That
fantasy.
really
'Cause I
sets
drafted
him
all
back.
offensive
A
line.
loss of 6.
So I'm like, oh, I could
That's
pass.
a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was
on
freed
me.
up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, God. Ankle breaker on here is so sick. Oh.
Until they patch it.
Ankle breaker up to go.
Watch tonight.
Now on 2nd and 16. Breeze. He's got the former Ram. This is Jared Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You always have.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot.
Oh, yeah, I would
we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone.
Dude.
What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Check out this.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
It's 8 slots. 8 slots guns. It's 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, pretty much. It's a lot of good stuff in there.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Yeah. Well, no, because you got juicy. So, I mean,
Shit. Breeze is X factor.
Now a first down carry.
Oh,
you got to throw the H-back.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
What'd you say?
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I just heard
now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready? Yellow lady.
How many times did you pass?
2 times. Everyone go 4 down.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
To throw, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Murray. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player is just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down at the 43-yard line.
Look, 20. Check flat 47. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Who the fuck is on his
Picked
line
up by
that's
Von
just
Bell.
running
Trying to get it to
in?
Woods. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he's so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for,
And I thought I threw it away, and I ended up not throwing it away.
During his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, "Tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it."
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go with Murray again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
That's the one thing that
probably a good
Parker
philosophy
can
at this
do.
point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
PFL. I play plug tomorrow on HBD.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Man, you're crazy. Pitch gonna suck.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Who's gonna quarterback for them?
On first down, Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Yeah, I think Ryan Fitzpatrick.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
That motherfucker
Absolutely
sucked.
nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Murray.
Fuck!
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run. It's Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Get that fucker, Donald.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Yeah, why are you cheesing, dude?
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz.
Fucking pro.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Whoa, nice pick.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
That was actually a nice pick, man.
Ready? You ready? You kill.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
You're good, you're good. That's 4, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Murray. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Breeze on 3rd down.
Dude, I don't understand.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. Murray trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Siwoo.
This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
20 said he's playing a little bit. It's Omega, 1D, Lou, Magic, and Wreck.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
I'm 1-1. I lost a shitty ass country. Ball went right through my fucking guy's hands. Actually, he didn't even put his hands up. He just looked at it. It went over his head. It looked like it went through his body.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
What the hell are you doing?
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Ready? You ready? Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Yeah. Little Mega Magic, Deadly 1D.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's all about that one team that comes in there.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah. Did score in the second.